Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to the Citizen Channel, our latest mid-season quiz. Just a quiz. I'm thinking, no, he's not in the quiz, Mr. Quinn. So don't worry about it. No, I'm not giving too much away there. Mid-season quiz. Yes, there we go. I think this is number 5 now of the obviously as we prepare or look forward to the 21-22 season. So just some mid-season, little bit of fun. And today's a Who Am I, where I've got 10 players from 10 seasons. And I'll give you little clues through the are. There'll be an image up as well. Obviously, it won't show his head, but you might be able to tell by the shape of the player. You never know. You might be another extra clue in there in the image as well. But I'll give you 3 little clues. Some easy, some perhaps not so easy. It's not so something I'm very good at this. So I mean, if I was doing this, I'd be absolute rubbish. So don't be embarrassed if you don't score well. But shout it from the rooftops if you do very well. Anyway, so there, join me for this little mid-season quiz. Anyway, please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, and you'll see when these city vlogs are coming out. Obviously, I'm doing one a day during the mid-season just to keep everyone interested in our wonderful club. And obviously, as the season kicks off, I'll be doing my city presents as well as these city histories and city quizzes, etc. And you'll also see some stuff on my film and TV channel as well. So if you want to have a break from football, just have a look on there, do reviews and information vlogs on there as well. And on the screen, there'll be links to Facebook and Twitter, and also to my little website. I have a little website for selling old rare DVDs, movie posters from the 90s and 2000s, and some board games as well, although there's not so many board games now. But just have a look on there if you get a chance anyway. And there will be some city stuff going on in the future, but there's not too much at the moment, so bear with me. So if you can check that out, great. All your comments very welcome. Please let me know your scores. I know a lot of you are letting me know your scores these days, which is great. I always do these quizzes, even in the season. We do that was the week that was quiz. If you're new to this, there's always quizzes during the season as well. But obviously we stick a general one out there as well mid-season. So please, all your comments very welcome, and thumbs up. Please just give us a thumbs up. Right, 10 questions. Yeah, do it in my time as I'm reading it out. There'll be plenty of time to give an answer. If you want to have a think on, just pause this vlog and have a think on. But I think you should have enough time to get through this. And obviously 10 points up for grabs. I'm only 10 players, 10 points. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the 2010-11 season. So it's obviously not a player who actually signed that season. It's just a player that was actually in the squad that season. So he could have been there early. It could be his first season. We don't know, or whatever. So it's just a player. So that's a clue in itself. That was actually at the club for that appropriate season as well. But you get the gist as we go through it anyway. So we'll start with question 1, which is the 2010-11 season. So it's someone who came to City from Milan, not necessarily that season. As I said, it could have been 2, 3, 4 seasons before, but he came to City from Milan. He was once described as the thinking man's Carlton Palmer. There you go. Thinking man's Carlton Palmer. And he came on as substitute in an FA Cup final for City as well. I mean, he could have been there from 2010-11 till now. You know, there's 1 or 2 players have been there, haven't they? But anyway, he came from Milan, once described as a thinking man's Carlton Palmer, and he came on as a substitute in an FA Cup final for City. There you go. So that's question 1. Right, question 2. We're going to season 2011-12. So this is someone who was in this squad as at the start of that season. As at season 2021, as I'm recording this, as it ended, he played for Atletico Madrid. At City, he played as a centre-half. And he only scored 1 goal for us in his time. So obviously, he may have been with us for ages and just not been very good at scoring, or he may have just been with us a short while. But there you go. So 11. He was in the City squad 2011 and 12. He now plays for Atletico Madrid, or he did at the end of the 2021 season. And you know, he could have been transferred depending when you're watching this. He was a centre half for City, and he scored 1 goal with us. So that's question 2. Just pause it if you want to. We'll carry on. Question 3. Here we go. 12-13 season now. This was his first season with City, so he actually signed mid-season. So this 12-13 was his first season at City. When he finished his City career, he joined a team in red and white stripes. So he joins a team in red and white, not necessarily in England. He could have been abroad. Who knows? And when he did leave City, yes, when he did leave City for this team in red and white stripes, he was less than complimentary about City. So there you go. So question 3, his first season at City was the 12-13 season, which is what we're looking at. He finished his City career and joined a team that played in red and white stripes as the home kit, the main kit. And he was less than complimentary about City when he did leave us. Nasty man. Question 3, right. Question 4, on to 13-14. He both joined and left City from and to Italian clubs. So he joined from an Italian club and he went to an Italian club after he played for City. So this is from some 13-14 season. Well, he was there for the 13-14 season. I mean, I'm not saying when he left. He scored our first ever goal in the Champions League. And just to make it even easier, he went viral twice singing Christmas songs. So yeah, that's probably the easiest of the lot so far. Or you've probably got 4 out of 4. So even I'd struggle on that one, to be honest with you. I think I might have just got it, but there you go. So you both joined and left City from Italian clubs. So he went to City from Italy and he went back to Italy. He scored our first ever goal in the Champions League and he went viral singing Christmas songs, not once but twice. Alright, question 5, halfway, 14-15 season. He currently has 75 caps for England. So this is some guy that was in the squad 14-15. Doesn't mean he's there now. Could be. He went out on loan a lot, including to Tranmere and Torino. There you go. There may be clues there in that one that sorts that little question out. And some say he had a dandruff problem. Not something I suffer from anymore, to be honest with you. Oh, so someone in the squad 14-15, he's got 75 caps for England, went out on loan, including to teams like Tranmere and Torino, plus others, and some say he had a dandruff problem. So that's question 5. Right, question 6, we're getting up to here now, aren't we? For 2015-16. Right, this guy's a French international. He was in the City squad 2015-16. He joined City from Porto, so he came from Porto. 15-16, French international. And our esteemed manager said of him, he is a very good player who had very bad luck. There you go. So, 15-16, French international. He joined City from Porto. And Pellegrini said of him, he was a very good player who had very bad luck. Amongst other things he said about him. But there you go. That's question 6. Right, question 7. On to season 16-17. So the squad at the start of that season. He went back to the club. City originally signed him, so he came, obviously, from the club he came. He went back to them when we actually got rid or transferred or whatever you want to call it. He went back to the club that City had originally signed him from. He wore the squad number 15. And Pep would attempt to turn this winger into a right back. Was he successful? Probably not. So 16-17, he went back to the club that originally City had signed him from when he did leave City. He wore the number 15 shirt and Pep tried to play, well, as is his wont, he tried to play him not as normally a right winger. He tried to turn him into a right back as well. Obviously not a strict, definite right back, but you know what I mean. That's question 7. Right, question 8, into 17-18 now. He won Young Player of the Year from the Professional Footballers Association in this season, so in the 17-18 season. He won the PFA Young Player of the Year. Some of these are easy. He was born in Essen. And he now plays in the Bundesliga. There you go. I mean, you've got 10 out of 10 here today, haven't you? Absolutely no problem whatsoever. 17-18, he won the PFA Young Player of the Year that same season, 17-18. He was born in Essen and he now plays in the Bundesliga. I'm not even going to wait long, you should know that one, no problem. Question 9, here we go, the penultimate question. Season 18-19. He'd already won a Premier League title before joining City, so he joined City and already won a Premier League title. He was born in 1991, so he's actually 30, so he's born early 1991, so he's 30. And he captains his national side, so there you go. You could get a full house here, you could get 10 out of 10, no problem. I'd probably get about 3 or 4, to be honest with you, if it was me doing this. So he'd won a Premier League title before he joined City. He was born in 1991 and he captains his national side. So that's obviously from the squad that started the 18-19 season. And from the squad who started the 19-20 season. I'm not including the 2021 season, COVID, have I? Just, you know, too easy. So anyway, from the 2019-2020 season, the COVID affected season in itself, he hails from Yorkshire, so he comes from Yorkshire. So, and despite being at City since 2016-17, he only scored his first Premier League goals in the 2021 season. And if it's not easy enough, he's well known for 11mm. There you go. So the 1920 season, he comes from Yorkshire, and despite being at City from 2016-17, so I'll give you that clue in there, he only scored his very first Premier League goals in the 2021 season. Premier League goals, note. He's well known for 11mm. There you go. There's your question 10. As I say, I think if I did this without there's certainly at least 4 or 5 of these questions I would have struggled on at least. I might have had a guess, but there you go. Right, on to the answers. Let me know, don't forget, let me know, make a note, let me know how you've done. It's nice to know how many you've scored. Right, here we go, 10-11 season. He came from Milan, once described as the thinking man's Carlton Palmer. Came on sub in an FA Cup final. Of course, we're talking Patrick Vieira. Did you get that one? I wouldn't have got that one in a million years. From Inter Milan. The Times described him as obviously a thinking man's Carlton Palmer. And he came on for David Silva in that 2011 final against Stoke. He was a sub, but he came on to replace David Silva. That's question 1. Question 2, here we go. Season 11-12, he plays for Atletico Madrid now as I'm recording this, or obviously he may have been kicked out, but I'm recording this in June 2021. He was a centre-half for City, scoring 1 goal, and of course it's Stefan Savic, isn't it? He scored, of course, his goal in a 4-0 victory at Blackburn, but yeah, he was at Atletico Madrid last season anyway. So Stefan Savic, if you said Stefan Savic, give yourself a point. Question 3, 12-13, yeah, that was his first season with City. He finished City and joined a team with red and white stripes, and he was less than complimentary. Of course, we're talking Mr. Jack Rodwell, aren't we? Went to Sunderland, red and white stripes, and is attributed to saying that he urged English players to think twice before joining City. So wasn't very complimentary, was he? But there you go, Jack Rodwell. Give yourself a point for horrible boo, Jack Rodwell. Season 13-14. They both joined and left City from the same club. He scored first ever goal in the Champions League, and he went viral twice singing Christmas songs. I think that was the easy bit, wasn't it? Of course, Alexander Kolarov, who came from Lazio and went back to Roma. And he scored obviously the equaliser, didn't he, from a free kick against Napoli at the Etihad. Was there that day, and of course sung his Jingle Bells, and then obviously it was so popular and went viral. He did a Santa Claus is Coming to Town, which also went viral because everyone was looking forward to it the following year. So there you go, Alexander Kolarov. Right, question 5. 14-15, yeah, I mean, he currently has 75 caps for England. Went out on loan, I think that was perhaps giving it away. Tranmere and Torino. And he had a dandruff problem, definitely give it away. Of course, we're talking Joe Hart, and obviously we had the old Head and Shoulders adverts and the songs we sung about Head and Shoulders, so that was quite good. Question 5, you said Joe Hart, give yourself a point. Question 6, yeah, 15-16 season, he's French international, joined from Porto. Pella said he's a very good player and he's had very bad luck. Yes, of course, we're talking eloquent Mangala, aren't we? There you go, fantastic. Very French international, yeah. 8 full caps he's got for France, yeah. But bless Pellers. I mean, obviously, he's sticking up for his players there. Fantastic. That game against Chelsea, where it will live long in the memory. But apart from that, no, perhaps we'll forget the rest. Question 7, 16-17 season. He went back to the club City originally signed him from. He wore the number 15, and Pep would attempt to turn him into a right back from a winger. Of course, we're talking Jesus, the first Jesus, aren't we? Jesus Navas from Seville. He went back from there. He went back there, and of course he tried to play him as a right back, didn't he? And he did okay. He did all right, but I'm sure he's not playing right back now, is he? At Seville. Question 8, 17-18, yeah, he won the Young Player of the Year, the PFA Award in the season 17-18, born in Essen, and of course he plays in the Bundesliga, so again, another quite easy one, self-explanatory that, isn't it? Of course, Leroy Sané, wasn't it? That's question 8. Question 9. Again, he'd already won the Premier League before joining City. He was born in 1991 and he captains his national side. So the clues are in there, aren't they? We're talking Riyad Mahrez, of course, won the Premier title with Leicester. He obviously captains Algeria. And he was born on 21st of February 1991. So he's 30 and a bit. So there you go, question 9, the penultimate question. And question 10, for your full set, no doubt, you're 10 out of 10. Spot on, another quite easy one. He comes from Yorkshire, and he only scored his first 2 Premier League goals in 2021 season in the same game. I didn't give you that clue, but you didn't really need to know that, did you? And of course, he's well known for 11mm. But he had scored, of course, in Champions League and Cup games, FA Cup. I think he scored in the League Cup as well, and Champions League. But he'd only got his Premier League goals. Of course, talking John Stones, yeah, 2 against Palace on the 17th of January 2021. It's the first 2 he'd ever scored in the Premier League. And of course, 11mm is obviously that clearance he did off the line against Liverpool in 2019. A very well-known and famous one. I'm sure you remembered that. But John Stones was the answer. There you go. So hope you enjoyed that. Say, not too difficult this week, I don't think. I mean, I like to mix it up a little bit and don't want it to be too hard. But as I said, I probably would have got 4 or 5 there. So anything more than that, you've done very, very well. Because, well, not done very well because I'm pretty bad. But yeah, it's hard for me to look at these and think. But even that Jack Rodwell, I might have struggled on, even though he slagged us off. Because I forget things. And Patrick Vieira, I would have probably forgot him, to be honest with you. Stefan Savic, I would have probably mixed. I would have done better with the later questions, I think, than the early ones. But let me know how you did anyway, and hopefully let me know if you enjoyed it anyway. And obviously, say there'll be a few more of these while the mid-season break goes on. Anyway, thanks for watching. What are you going to do the rest of the day? Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More important, let's all look after each other. So we'll meet here again on the Citizen channel, or perhaps have a flit across. Have a look at my film and TV channel. I only ask one thing of you. Stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.